Hi, I'm Amy from Following Hawks. Thank you so much for joining me today for this meditation. And, you know, many of us in this time are being called to pick up and move to another location. And in some cases, we know exactly where that is. We've been there before. We know that the pull is strong, but we may not know how exactly we're going to make it happen or how long we may have to wait before we can go to that location. Or in other cases, you may not have any idea. You know you're not in the right place, but you're not quite sure where you're headed or where you're supposed to be. But this is usually like a deep soul longing, a pull that there's something else, there's somewhere else you need to be. So, and this is what happened to me. I can't put my finger on exactly how long ago it really started, but it started getting really loud for me probably close to 6 years ago now. And really, once I started focusing on it and putting my intention into figuring out where I was supposed to be, in retrospect, the pieces fell into place very quickly. You know, at the time when it's happening, it feels kind of like it's dragging on. But if I think about it now, from the time that I had an overwhelming sense one day, actually while I was floating in a mountain lake, that I had to be around pine trees and water. That was all that came to me initially. But from that day till the day we moved was probably 4 months. I mean, it happened fast in retrospect. So if you're in that place and you're trying to figure out where you're supposed to be or how you're supposed to get there, this meditation will help you envision it, help it come a little closer to you, so that you can really hold your intention to it and start asking the universe to bring it closer to you. So, before we get started, I do love working with essential oils for my meditations and my journeys because plants have such a higher vibration than us that they just really, in an instant, raise our vibration and help us to more easily tune in to see, hear, sense, feel things in meditation. And so usually I just look through my collection before I start to see which one calls me or gets my attention. And it's funny, I realized I pulled out for today Envision. And since we're envisioning where we're going to go to, this was the perfect oil. So if you have an oil that you'd like to work with and it's not handy, just hit pause and go grab it and then come back when you're ready to go. But I just put one drop in my hand, rub my hands together, and inhale. Any excess on my neck and my shoulders. Sometimes I'll put a little over my third eye. It gives me just a moment to kind of relax and tune in, let the plants work their magic on me before we get started. So make sure you're seated in a comfortable location and you're in a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. You might also want to have a notebook and a pen nearby. I've found over the years it's a little bit of a learned habit to be able to kind of pause while I'm in meditation, jot down some notes, and then go back into meditation. For me, that's easier. I have a really hard time if I'm trying to remember all the details of the journey while I'm still in the journey. I start forgetting, or I'm not experiencing the journey because I'm trying to remember. So try that if you also have trouble kind of remembering the pieces or staying in the moment, because it just lets you take it off your mind and go back to what you're doing. So if that's helpful to you, grab a pen and a notebook and have it nearby. And let's settle in. Take a few deep breaths. And just take a moment to imagine a glowing ball of energy right in the middle of your stomach that you're going to push down, down through your hips and your legs, past your knees and your ankles and your feet. And it will continue down into the earth, past each layer, deeper, deeper, deeper. Your light continues all the way to the core of the earth. You can almost imagine it, like a cord just plugging in. Ground yourself deeply with the earth's energy. And then bring that energy from the earth back up that cord, all the way up through all the layers of the earth, back up into your feet. Pull it up through your legs, through your body, past your throat, all the way up through your head and out your crown chakra. You can envision that beautiful light spilling down your outside of your body, coating you. Then you're going to look up to the column of light that's above you, that source energy that is all that is. You're going to pull it down through the top of your head, past your throat, into your shoulders. Push it down your arms and see it shooting out of your hands. And then push it the rest of the way down until it gets all the way down to your feet. And you feel very grounded and protected. I want you to imagine yourself standing on a stage. You're all by yourself on a big stage. And a spotlight comes on and covers you in a big circle of bright white light. This light is your protective bubble, and anything that is not connected to source and to source energy cannot come inside this light. You may see it on the outside, it might be there, but it can't come in. Only things inside the light are connected to source. So you have a nice, large protected area around you. You can turn in a circle and look all the way around. Now you're going to ask a guide to come to you and join you in this circle, who can help you with your journey to finding the place or getting to the place that is calling your soul. Ask for that guide to come join you now. Now the two of you turn around the other direction and you see three doors inside your bubble. They're all identical, but there's one that you are supposed to go through. You can ask your guide to point at the one, or you may see or feel or sense it might light up, it might change colors, it might suddenly have a pattern or design on it. But you're going to know exactly which door is your door. Take all the time you need. If you're not sure which door it is, you can pause this meditation and ask your guide to help you. Once you feel like you know which door you're supposed to walk through, walk up to that door with your guide and open it. Can't quite see what's on the other side yet. It's a little bit dim. You have to actually step through the doorway and walk down a short corridor. And then you can see the light coming into the corridor. So you keep walking until you get to that spot that's illuminated. You step out into this place and look around. What does it look like? Is it a desert climate, a mountain, a city, grasslands? Make notes if you need to. Now walk a little further with your guide into this landscape. Are there any recognizable qualities? Are you aware of the exact location? Do you know where you are? If so, you can make a note of it. If you're not quite sure, take some time to really look at the features. What do the plants look like? What do the mountains look like? What do the buildings look like? Are there any distinguishing features? Could be a lake, or you might be on a main street of a town and you can see the name of a business. Are there any other people here or any other guides here? If so, you can ask them questions. They may not tell you specifically where this is, but if they can give you some qualities about what is it that makes it so special? Why are you being called to this place? Take a few minutes to just explore, walk around, take it all in. How does it smell? How does it feel? Does it light up your heart or your mind? Do you feel excited? Do you feel calm? You could sit down on a bench or lay in the grass or wherever you want to just really take it all in and have an experience of this place. If you need more time here, you can pause the meditation and spend all the time you need. Remember to take notes if that's helpful. When you feel complete, stand back up if you were sitting or lying down and walk with your guide back to where you came in. And when you reach that corridor, thank your guide for bringing you here, sharing information, sharing the experience of this place. And step back into the corridor. Walk back till you see the door. Open the door, step back through onto the stage you were on. Close the door behind you. Take a moment to send your gratitude for this information and experience. And then you can start feeling your way back into your body. Feeling your fingers and toes. Starting to shift and move around a little bit. Take a deep breath. When you're comfortable, you can open your eyes. Did you go somewhere amazing? Were you surprised about where you went, or is it a place that has been calling you for a long time? This meditation will help you bring this place and this experience closer to you. So you can continue to use it and do it as many times as you need until the place starts coming into your awareness and situations start coming to you to make the pieces fall into place and for you to find your way to where your soul's calling you to. So thank you again for joining me. Remember to sit and take a few notes about, what information you received while you were in your journey, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much. Bye.